Hello, friends. In a new episode of Bedtime Stories, write to us from any country you hear the story, and don't forget the like button and subscribe to this helps me a lot. And she is enjoying together for a story to our appointment today with one of the most terrifying and exciting stories, which is the haunted story of school. Whether school or other places, there are many mysterious things that may happen and cause horror, and we cannot deny the existence of these places. In fact, many sites around the world raise many questions around them. Of course, inhabited places are present in our world in almost all countries of the world. Many of these places have been raised around it terrifying stories that no one can imagine. In fact, these stories are often true. And now let's follow together the details of our very terrifying story. We hope you enjoy hearing this story, and we hope you will like it. The story revolves around a student who recently moved to one of the famous schools. There were a lot of rumors about this school. The school is considered so old that it is considered the first school built in the city. It is said that there is a group of souls that inhabit this school. We may hear these words a lot from students because they do not want to go to school, but the strange thing is that there is a rumor circulating about the existence of a tunnel below the school. This tunnel that soldiers used to hide from air raids during World War II. It is said that once there was a crazy manager who managed this school. The principal was so proficient in torturing students that he was killing students who he did not like and throwing their bodies in that tunnel. With the frequent disappearances of students intervened by the police, and that principal was arrested. In fact, that student did not believe these rumors, considering them rumors that resemble the old legends that are unbelievable. With the spread of these rumors, the new student decided to prove that there were no tunnels under this school. This student had 5 close friends. The new student agreed with his friends to hide in school and wait until everyone left, and then the journey of searching for the tunnel begins. After the end of the school day and everyone left, the students divided themselves into 3 groups. The first group was the new student with him, Sarah, and the second group was Fathy and Joseph with him. The third group was Layla and her Tarek. The search for the tunnel continued for several hours, but without avail. Then the friends decided to go to the gym to play some games and enjoy a little before returning home. Suddenly, something very terrifying happened. One of the chairs moved from his place as if there were someone who threw it with all force towards the wall, to the extent that the chair crashed into small pieces. This was not the scary thing that happened, but the friends discovered an army of cockroaches breaking into the place, Layla said. "Let's go to the nearest exit from the school and leave immediately." The friends rushed out to go to the exit. But the cockroaches were very close. The friends found no way but down, where they found an open door in front of them, immediately went out and closed the door behind them. While the friends were catching their breath, they heard the sound of steps approaching them. It was dark, and no one was able to see the thing that was approaching them. Fathy felt very scared and went to one of the nearby rooms. Sarah caught up with him, and as soon as Sarah entered that room behind Fathy until he closed the door strongly, the rest of the friends ran behind them and tried to open the door, but the door was firmly closed. A few seconds after closing the door, the sound of relief was heard from the inside. The sound was the voice of Sarah. She was screaming hard. Everyone began to hear the sound of things breaking inside the room. A few minutes later, the new student finally opened the door. The new student entered with the rest of the friends, and they found Sarah on the ground, who was unable to move, but she was alive. As for Fathy, he was running towards the window. Yusef was able to grab Fathy, and here Fathy began to scream and say, "Leave me, I want to die." Everyone decided to end this day and leave the school quickly. Of course, everyone was walking slowly, so Sarah and Fathy was in shock and did not have the strength to walk quickly, while the friends were walking towards the main door. The order to free blood was frozen, and the doors of the classes began to open and close on her own. Layla felt so scared that she began to cry. The friends finally arrived at the main door of the school. The new student tried to open the door, but to no avail. The door was like the wall at all. Yusef and Tariq intervened and finally managed to open the door. Everyone left the school, and while they were riding, they saw something terrifying. The friends saw a strange shadow looking at them from the second floor. Then everyone confirmed that the same spread about this school are not a lie and that they are true, and they decided not to go to this school again and move to one of the other schools. This was today's story, and wait for a story tomorrow. Good night, Rafa.